generation couldn't be more eager to acquire this technology.
The Gibson stuff, they're working in a 3D, you know, it's data the way I always thought data would be. You know, the way I think of data in my mind is not ones and zeros. But, you know, if I could go into something like that, that would be great. I'd, like, never leave my house.
I'd love to have an auto Sonntag get inject into the Matrix.
Already, some are considering the philosophical implications of this medium. Never in the history of mankind has there been an alternate universe one could actually inhabit. Now that anyone can experience them, alternate universes are no longer the province of physicists, theologians, and supernaturalists. It is a matter of the creator and the creation.
It's an interaction between those two things that generates a third thing. It's the other. It's the other that has been talked about in psychoanalysis and psychology. The other, it's that other, the omnipresent thing.
The Matrix is like an alternate dimension. The Matrix is a metaphor for God. I mean, in a way it becomes, you know, it's the way, as it becomes conscious of itself, which is a very powerful thing.
The technology of virtual reality and these other radical technologies will certainly change our future in ways unforeseen. Freed from being an engine of labor, will the body again become the temple of the soul? Though frightening to some, for the cyberpunk generation, technology no longer represents a force of alienation, but rather a transcendental electronic reality. Kingdom of the unreal, but also a higher state of being, ultimately free of the limitations of the material world through the agency of science, technology, and imagination.
Into like mind screw, would we be able to have sex through our minds?
Chris Sonntag.
David Severio.
Musik, rabblar, påhopp, beröm och fantasiskapelse. Den subkulturella kanalen.
Jesus Christ. What up? What up, everybody? I'm gonna have to... I wonder, when people get in, like... Let's talk about professional streamers. Ones that actually try. Did they, like, do vocal warm-ups before they start streaming? They clear the throats? Me. I don't know. Seems like there's a lot of, you gotta do a lot of talking, for sure. %, absolutely. I always figured. So I'm, what's up, Black Nerd? It's been a while, man. It's just watching Dude Soup. Now you get me again. Yeah, I am, I'm on the internet a lot. I'm also... I don't know how long this game is, so I don't know if I'm near the end or what. It seems like it's sort of getting up into the end part of the game. But I guess we'll see. I'm pretty sure I'm in a puzzle segment, which is actually pretty cool. There's like a... Let's see, a sailing mouse. Yeah, you probably ought to pay attention during class. Sounds like a good life plan. Deep-throated dildo to warm their throats. This is going to seem like and probably is a really dumb question, but they have, don't they have heated dildos? Wouldn't that be a thing that you would absolutely want in a dildonic device? Had my final uni lecture today and finished my master's dissertation. Wild times. Good to be back for a bit. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. Got 2 to 3 hours in the game left? Okay. Maybe I can slide on into the end there. Hello, innocent person who is horribly suffering because of the acts I've committed in this game. I will leave you alone. Because clearly you got a rough time already. Heated dildos. I guess the problem might be if anything goes wrong, game audio's off. My God, one of these days I'll get there. Yeah, thanks. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about the lack of game audio. I guess professional streamers, in addition to warming up their throats, would probably, and thus ends our tale, would also probably make sure that all their audio shit is turned correctly. So there's a quirk in this game. I get to see this a lot, I guess. There's a quirk with the jumping in this game. And it kills me a lot. I guess just based on how I jump or my muscle memory in regards to double jumping. And I discovered this last stream when I was dying over and over again. If you jump and hold, you bring the wings out. If you double tap, you can double jump. Now, what I've always been taught in every platformer ever is that if you're ever going to double jump with like maximum distance, you jump once and hold jump the whole time, so you do a high jump. And then the second you want to do a double jump, you let off and then hold on jump again. So it's hold and then flicker the button, hold again. However, if you do that in this game, the animation of the wings coming out eats your input. So if you jump and hold and then let go and press X again while your wings are popping out, the animation won't play because you let go of X, but also the second X won't make you double jump. So I end up just diving into a lot of pits, just because of the natural timing I try to have when it comes to double jumping and the fact that I hold down the button. So it's just, that is a weird quirk. That's one of those things that, the only thing that would expose that is extensive player testing. And I have to assume they did that on this, but yeah, it's a weird quirk. The solution is just don't hold the button. You still jump just as high, I think. So it's tap, then tap and hold. Don't want to call you old. When I was finishing secondary school, when I started watching all back with that OG animation I made. Time flies. Fuck, man. Time does fly. I mean, that doesn't make me feel old. I'm getting there myself, but the thing that occurs to me, Black Nerd, is something similar will happen to you. And it will happen to everybody. And I'll still be alive when it does, so... You prefer regular Dr. Pepper or cherry Dr. Pepper? Excuse me. I just ate dinner too, like really fast. For me, Dr. Pepper is I like Diet Dr. Pepper. And in that regard, I do like cherry Diet Dr. Pepper. It's good for a mix-up, but Dr. Pepper 10 is the real shit. So, between those two, I haven't really had a normal Dr. Pepper in a while, or a cherry for that matter. So I don't know that I can necessarily answer your question, but in the Dr. Pepper universal or cinematic universe, those are the two products I enjoy. I'm gonna throw this out there. This is Psytrance, one of the electronic subgenres I've been getting into, or have been into for a while. And this is one of the nicer tracks, so enjoy it. Zaxby, hitting that useful-for-tomorrow.jpg. You're not wrong. The problem is, or it's not really a problem, but the funny thing is, I listen to that shit stone sober. I like it. It's good work music. It's got that like plodding, not like 4/4 beat, so it's really good to work to, and it's it's non-vocal. It's trance. Oh boy, I don't know where to put this. I gotta line this up with some shit, I'm sure. I just don't know what. I'll just move it right in the middle. I'm sure that's it. Thank you, Detonade. What was the song called again? Oh, I didn't say the name the first time. So the band is OTT, O-T-T, and the song is Adrift in Hilbert Space. Hilbert is a word, and that is a sort of space that track is adrift in. Whatever, man. It's driving. Yeah, that's what I like. It's driving. It keeps your mind active because it's kind of weird, but not in an atonal way. Like, it's not Aphex Twin. It still sounds like music. I know people into OTT. Yeah, I've gotten into them a lot lately. It's like Infected Mushroom, like all that shit. There's a whole fucking gang of people that make that kind of sound. So it's yeah, it does the trick really well. And the big thing too is like vocal music typically distracts me. Words, I don't understand. Why are you showing me water first? It's weird. But yeah, lyrics tend to distract me. I just start focusing on the words. And if there's a story there, if I hear like one phrase, then I'll get annoyed that I don't know the meaning of the whole thing, that sort of deal. You would like Meshuggah? I've heard of them, but I don't know that I have heard any music of them. I've listened to math rock or prog. Yeah, I mean, I've listened to a lot of prog. What kind of nerd would I be if I didn't What kind of nerd would I be if I didn't listen to Rush, and Dream Theater, and Muse? Damn it, Hera. Hey, Grim. But as far as math rock, not so much. I think, like, I'm trying to think of math rock bands. That's like Tool? No, Tool's more prog. Modest Mouse, like early Modest Mouse, maybe? The best math rock group is None. I don't know. So it's weird, man. It's weird. Like, I like prog, but to me, math rock is too pretentious. Figure that one out, man. I don't understand it. I don't understand. Like, that... If anyone else said that, I'd call them out on it, because it's the most, like... It's the most, double standard thing you can say. What's up, Onion Twitcher? I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I wanted to mix it up. I wanted to change the vibe up a little bit on Dude Soup. I'm hoping it... I'm hoping people like it. If not, hey, whatever. I'll keep experimenting, but... It's into Pucifer. I haven't heard a song of them. I've heard of them. One of those things. Oh wait, no, I played it. Never mind. Oh shit, Joker Wild! Thanks for that. I wish Yakuza games would come to PC. Can't just by adding a PS4 to my hardware collection. Spurious, I bet you could. There's a lot of very, very good PS4 exclusive games. And a PS4 is not that expensive, but money's money, man. If you have a PC already, you have access to basically a world of video games, more than you'll ever be able to play before you die. So, got my cast today, 2 weeks. All right, Jake. I'm glad it's not tape and a paint stirrer anymore. Let's see. I didn't really like this album very much. No. Money is money, man. Yeah. I guess that is Nug wisdom. You just gotta say it differently. Stop making Dude Soup interesting. I can't focus on work with it in the background. Scode, it just occurred to me that might be the problem. Not necessarily that it's a problem, but I'm making a show, or previously, when I was like putting a lot of work and effort into it, was making a show you had to listen to. It was too intense or too thought dense. It wasn't just like rambling fun time stories. And that might have been, like, people probably don't want to consume podcasts that way. They want something they can put on in the background when they're driving or working or something like that. Maybe it was too distracting or too upsetting. People just, like, want something nice and meaningless on in the background. I don't know. New Dude Soup was an obvious reflection of the recent criticism, and I liked it. At least it was a very smart idea for the first one in that style, intentional or not. I enjoy the more hashtag deep thoughts episodes, but I enjoy this. And if it works better for you, and I'm all about it, yeah. Yeah, the thing that I don't want to happen is I don't want people to run out of stories. But I guess that's my job. What I need to do, I need to come up with interesting discussion starters that do not rely on somebody's history. It's not like tell me about a time when, because that's needs to be a very tough Joe Rogan experience to tell you otherwise, and listeners wanting deep thought conversation. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. That's very true. Maybe, yeah, I guess his show's just better. I gotta admit, I haven't listened to it. That's the other thing that is very bad. Is despite making a podcast, I don't listen to the most popular podcast in the world, and I should do that. Well, sometimes I kind of trend towards, I kind of don't want to just make what's been made. I like the idea of sort of trying to make a show in a vacuum, because then sometimes hitting that creative reset button can lead to really cool shit. That Ernest Cline poem was wild. That's the other thing that I worry about, is there's some cool things that would make for cool segments or be fun to share. But I assume that everyone's already seen them. Like if I see something on Reddit, I'm just going to be like, the world has seen that. But I don't think the world has. I think that is that's a standard I apply that isn't necessarily needed. Or maybe preventing me from adding a lot of stuff that a lot of people would find enjoyable. I guess in that regard, if you want to boil that down, I've lost touch. Or never had it in the first place, I think is probably what I would say. I'd say give it a good listen, especially when he's got scientists on or any back episodes, really. I could think of a few you would dig. Okay. Yeah, there's no reason not to. Aside from, I don't know, I actually can't think of a good justification for the end of that sentence. All right, let me play this song, though, because I had a sub. Yes, Joker Wild, thank you. Here's your track. Otter, you definitely are on the right track there. Let me relay your wisdom to other people and let it echo throughout time. So you're thinking too deep, man. Take a step back. What does everybody love? Boobs. Bring the focus to boobs. That is key. Rebrand as Boob Soup. Watch those numbers fucking skyrocket. Isn't Boob Soup just milk? But still, great name. Who wouldn't want to be in a floating soup with nice boobs? So we got a real pickle of a... I'm guessing I can jump from the ladder to the thing? Did I change the setup, or is this just for console gaming? Wait. If it's your first time... Oh, first time in the stream in a while. No blurry shirk, I moved. I am in a new house. So that's why it's different. just jump over? It's not that simple, is it? I can kick this through, but that's not going to do anything. I guess it'd slide down and hit her? I don't know. Must be God of War 3 only, not going to play the new one? Probably not. I don't think I'm going to stay up late enough. I don't know, when does it unlock? Freeze time? Do I have a spell that does that now? Can I choose to freeze time? That's what I was thinking. It's like, it seems like it's telling, or I need to freeze time to do this puzzle, but before I had to like, there was a cutscene where he... Oh, block the water? Oh, okay. Yeah, the fact that they shaped it like steps made me think that I had to use it as a staircase, but that makes much more sense. That's weird. Ha 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 ha. Alright. Thanks for featuring my Reddit post to the intro of Attack on Titan. I've been a fan since the start of Inside Gaming. Wow, Cosmic. Well, thank you. Yeah. I guess I would say it's kind of a bummer you have to, spend time making something to be acknowledged, but no, you do have to. Yes, you must pay tribute.
You can just walk away. We aren't
for the Tube Lords to acknowledge you. Oh Lord. Yeah, somebody earlier mentioned Sorbo as Hercules. From what I could hear, he did a pretty good job. Like, Stephanie was watching Unsolved Mysteries at the time, so I wasn't 100% on it.
Have you done?
That was fucking brutal. Jesus Christ. At the end of that fight was a very gross thing. It's weird. So much of this game is kind of on the... I don't want to say tasteful, but it's on the, like...
Good luck with that little whore you call Pandora.
It's on the nicer side of... Like, it's not gore porn. Like, things... The really gross stuff happens really quickly. Like, it's... and then it's gone. Like, it doesn't exactly, like... It doesn't jack off on violence. It is sensational, for sure. And there's a difference between the two. However, that was kind of like on the you should go to a mental hospital side of violence. That one part. Jacob, TLDR of what's going on. Zeus is going around killing every god. Every single one. And as such, reality is starting to fall apart, basically. He's killing all the gods that control nature and, like, keep order in the world, so now there's just crazy-ass disease and superstorms and shit. Oh, she's already dead? What does this mean? You know I have to hit it. That's great. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna use her as, like, a puzzle item. That freezes time. It's water there. I can't jump with her. So if I drop around that, time stays perma-stopped. We got some puzzles. You killed Hera. Yeah. Killed a lot of people. A good portion of whom legitimately did nothing wrong. Well, whatever. What was it? I think Aphrodite? Or Persephone? I can't remember which one. Well, one of them, like, legit does nothing wrong and then gets ripped in half. Hera did nothing wrong? Yeah. Never played God of War, but it seems pretty great. Your thoughts on the game? It's a fun beat-em-up. It's big and stupid enough to justify itself. It's just such a bummer because the first game was actually pretty special. God. I guess she's dead, whatever. So that pauses time. I still have a lot of respect for the first game. The more I think about it, the more I'm amazed at what it did. And just how, like, thematically unified it was. The violence wasn't a marketing tool. It was thematically appropriate. If you've ever read the Iliad, it basically describes the level of violence that God of War is. Talks about, like, spears going through dudes' necks and just, like, people get fucked up. So to me, God of War was like, oh, it's just a visualization of classic Greek, like spoken word stories and stuff. And it's full of sex and violence because those totally were. That's cool. And even the story itself of like Kratos being tricked into killing his own family and shit, that is the most Greek thing I can think of. So it's like, man, not only is it like story-wise on point, but all of its, even its presentation is on point. And then with, like, God of War 2, I feel like the story aspect sort of fell away. It was like, okay, he killed a bunch of people, and that's what God of War is. So now Kratos is just going to go around killing everybody. Just like, well, okay. I mean, I guess it is still violent in the way that... I'm just running in circles here. Violent in the way that that would be. So that's something, I guess. And that's kind of why I never played 3. I was just like, eh. The series kind of lost the soul that I liked it for. Gotta get water in this. No. So I'm feeling really dense right now. Because I'm chattering too much while I'm doing a minimally involving puzzle. It's really going to be a read stream tomorrow. Yes! Where can I watch that? YouTube. Same as Funhouse TV. What's up, Hayes? This is the thing that made the water go down, right? Yeah, you should get back to class. Why am I... What's the thing that made the water splash down over there? Is it over here? I feel really dumb right now. I guess I can get back up there. YouTube rules, if it's legal in your state, it's legal to broadcast. I mean, sort of. We're not going to depict the use of drugs on stream. So that is a non-issue. Oh, right. I gotta put this over here so it fills in the other water thing. But I've got to remember what made it do the water thing. Is that a Wario shirt in the style of Misfits? It's Waluigi, but yeah. It sure rules. Tarantino isn't doing a superhero movies. Charles Manson movie? Really? I heard rumors about him pitching a Star Trek movie, but... To your knowledge, has any of the Funhouse members done weed before? I'm not going to answer that. Not my business to speak for anyone else. What did I hit that make the water splash down? Is the stream going to be broadcast? No, it'll be backed up on roosterteeth.com. Probably as a Full House or something like that. What did I hit that made the water come out up there? Why am I just completely blanking on this now? Was it the stop thing? That doesn't feel right, but it might be. Oh, it was. Okay. I guess when I imagine things stopping, I imagine them, not really water flowing. But I guess it's not stopping, it's just converting the stage into a cool, like, isometric painting. Which is kind of neat. Why did that move? Oh. So I can... No? How do I get up there? Interesting. Oh, I gotta bring the... I see. I see. Gotta go get my stairs. That's cool. Yeah. Morgan farts, you have, and so ends the story of Kratos. Got it in a Kratos.txt on the old desktop. God damn it. There we go. Most of the subreddit already thinks Funhouse smokes weed. Yeah. Subreddit can think whatever they want. Yeah, it's recreationally legal in California. That also just kind of seems to be the motion in the ocean in general. Oh, wait. How did I throw her down there? Get back here. What? Oh, okay. Make you go the long way around? Yeah. We're wholesome and Christian. We have a very Christian video coming out soon. Soonish? I don't know. Somebody would ban all Funhouse videos if it was allowed an opinion. Yeah, there's always someone on Reddit that's very mad about something. It seems like lately the most disgruntled people are on Reddit. But that just means we haven't been talking to them enough, I think. Ah, crap. Alright. Christian Bale's gonna be in a video? Damn right we are. Subreddit is so angry. Yeah, I didn't want to stereotype, but it feels that way. I know there's a lot of people on there that aren't mad. Thank you, Mandela Man. Reddit is a place where disgruntled people go? Ah, really? I didn't know it had that reputation. I go to see funny pictures. What? Do I gotta take the lady back out? Here I thought puzzle was all super solved. That doesn't seem right. No, I gotta... Well, I can't pick her back up. Why is this constantly just making scrapey sounds? I think it is. Let me see. MC Usher paint or puzzle? Yeah, that basically is what it is. There's no way for me to get all the way up there. But then the water's coming down here. What do you want from me? Oh, wait, do I move the stairs over again? Wait, I can't. I don't think so. No? Yeah, Scream, you're absolutely right. People who have a good time generally don't fill out receipt surveys, but those that do are the most pissed off over nothing. Well, I mean, maybe it's not nothing, but they're pissed off enough to want to spend their time writing something. Been properly editing over the last week on a short film for class. Yeah, I heard that, or I saw you post about that. Let's do Wednesday, we're still shooting. Ooh! It's fine. Yeah, everybody's, man, if you work in video, you've been there before. And it sucks because it's not necessarily the work you're doing now that's bad. It's that as time goes on, you know that the step that comes next is just going to get worse and worse. Until a point where you're just like, I'm going to do nothing but this until I have to be done with it. And when that time comes, I won't be done with it. But I'll do as much as I can until I get there. Those are the moments where you end up learning a lot. You learn how to budget your time and make that, like, a lot of those calls, those good enough calls. Alright. Let me think about this. These stairs don't need to be here. No, yeah, because I already threw her in there. So, it has to be something to do with this. Wait, can I just put this on this? Oh, Jesus, alright. Well, alright. That was easy. Negative Steam reviews with 170 hours played. Yeah. I mean, out of everyone to tell you if the game's worth it or not, that'd be the person, right? Should probably listen to them, but it is weird, like, to think about that. Maybe they weren't maybe it wasn't 170 enjoyable hours, but they did it for the sake of the Steam review and warning other people about this product that did not live up to its potential. Why do you gotta break everything? Shitting while editing is helpful. Is very helpful because we know what we need now, right? Yeah, I guess. Sure. Just make it, and then whenever there's a hole, we'll go out and we'll shoot it, and then we'll bring it back, and then you'll fill the hole. And we'll just make a movie this way. It'll be great. Who needs storyboards? Who needs a plan? People lost their passion. That's who that is. Hey, oh, hey. Gag reel is gonna be real good though. Hey. Come here. Cool. You always gotta turn a crank. How are you gonna see a crank and not turn it? You can't do that. Are you only replaying God of War 3, or did you replay all of them in anticipation for the new one? Neither of those things. I am playing God of War 3 for the first time. Because I never played it. Decided to pass on it. That's alright. It's alright. This is a good few evenings of fun. I hear the next one is it's the Bioshock of video games. It's the Citizen Kane of movies. Any plans to play the new Overwatch Retribution mode with Funhouse? It'd be fun to, but I don't know that it'd be a video. I kind of noped away from this fucker. That's the thing that'd be nice to just do. Just like stream it or something, but multicam streams are complicated. And people say there's buzzing, so that's cool. Citizen Kane is the Last of Us of Bioshock. It's the Darkwing Duck. Oh! Wait, what is that for? Did I find all the feathers? I did. Cool. Trophy, me up. Citizen Kane is the Dark Souls of movies. It is. You can't roll into shit to break it. 6 out of 10. Not enough water. Too much water. I don't remember what it was. Who cares? The new God of War will be the Howard the Duck of games. Maybe. So I have faith that Sony Santa Monica, I'm pretty sure they're the ones who are making God of War. I'm pretty sure they can make amazing things, great things, timeless things. But sometimes, and this has happened so often, when a game comes out and people are like, oh god, oh, it's gaming is now real. I'm like, man, 10 years from now, this is going to be the lamest, dumbest fucking thing. This is going to be the Kroll of video games, which is a thing not a whole lot of people think about on purpose. It's going to be the fucking Megaforce of video games. This game about a dude who got real mad and shot everything he saw. This is your art. Okay. Alright. You mean you get to fuck space broads? Well, shit. Get Jeff Keighley on the phone. We got some fucking art. It's art with a capital A. It's an art you can brush your teeth with. back near the entrance to the cave was one of those hidden reveals. Ooh. Yeah. It's not porn, Dad, it's hentai, and it's art. Because this girl, she's handicapped or something, I don't... Whatever, she got big titties. That had to have happened, right? That was like, had to be a whole generation of dads that found hentai because their kids were on the internet, and then they got really into it, you know? Like, they don't know nothing about this Toontown business, but... Damn, who knew Minnie had such big old titties? And then that's like, well, that might be a decline into furrydom, which I bet happened too. A bunch of dudes who didn't know they were furries until they found their kids, like, drawing ripped skunks with sweet biceps and big old dicks. Those aren't big tits, they're art. Big tits are art. Let's be honest. Also one of those duality of man things. I love that the human race can both, like, create incredible and expressive poetry and also, like, just draw the biggest, raunchiest titties you've ever seen. Dicks, too, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some just, like, impressive, Lovecraftian cocks. And I guess those appeal to someone, but man, just, like, in a primal level, the very image of penetration and strength. A lot of progress in that field. I have a question about video game time management. I kind of have an addictive personality when it comes to video games. The first computer I had, I spent all day on it, and it interfered with my schooling. When a capot, I took a year off gaming. Recently purchased a new computer, and I'm afraid I'll fall back into old habits. Any advice on moderation? Well, first of all, I don't know where this hidden chest is. But when it comes to moderation, make yourself a promise and stick to it, I guess. Did I miss a sub? Maybe. A Prime sub, which I did miss, Danny. Thank you for that, but not one that necessitates a song, because I have at the save point. Like, further back? I don't know if I can go all the way back. I don't think it lets you ride the elevator back up, so... Oh, Ezra, good. I'm glad you liked the podcast. Got it. Talking about that a little bit. You still playing this game? Are you still playing the game? This one? Hey, Rick. Thank you for the Prime sub. I mean, yeah, I am playing this one. I'm playing it right now. I understand. Yeah, Ezra, I'm looking forward to Friday too. Man, I get to just spend half the day fucking playing around with Labo and getting high. I mean, it's not that easy. Obviously, I'm going to be producing too, so I have to have some element about me. It'd be nice if we could see it. What do you mean? Huh? Oh, are you serious? Wait, how long has it been like that? I think you accidentally hit a button on your stream deck? I must have, I'm sorry. Sorry, yeah, the setup I have now, I can't see OBS running right now. Because I've only got one monitor that can accept all the inputs that I need. So... be busy for the first hour? Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's my job to make sure the content's interesting, even if other people are starting to flare out. Then I gotta, like, substitute people in or something like that. So... it's still work. Unless I get so lost that I don't know what's going on. Picked up the stream deck? Yeah, that's what I'm using. I have to use that, because I can't see the monitor. Just making sure the mics are on? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's part of it. We check each other, because if one person missed something, then that can lead to hours and hours of, lost work.
My son back to me.
It's a very... is that Malcolm McDowell? That's a very familiar name. Or, sorry, voice. These fucking guys have so much health. Shit. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Actually, hold on a minute. I think I can upgrade my shit. I can. Wait, that's the wrong weapon. No. Damn it. I don't really like those weapons. They seem really, really weak. I could have upgraded it, but... well, whatever. Back into it. There will be more red orbs. Jesus. Oh, it's the club guys that, I believe, sucked more. Jesus, there's a lot of dudes here. Fuck! Can't see. Ah. God, the changing targets sucks. It's fucking, you can't do it in the middle of combat without getting hit, really. You have to hit the right stick, which means you, and if you're charging a shot, you can't move your thumb. It's kind of a bummer. Another weird control oversight. Oh, you can control those guys, right? What's going on? Shit. Probably should have killed more than that. Oh, not yet. Alright. Hey, Amai. Oh, damn it. Too busy looking at chat. Okay. Gotta concentrate on murder. Oh, I get to control him again? Nope. Never mind. Pull this little guy out and give her another rip. Shit. That's interesting. Got to attack me from off screen. Usually they don't let enemies do that. Christ. Fuck. Fuck. Hit me on the way back. I'm gonna die. Alright, whatever. I don't think these guys drop health when you kill them either. It's gonna be a little tight. Shit! Oh yeah, I haven't used my magic at all. I keep forgetting. Yeah, there are chests down at the bottom. I'll grab those in a minute here. Okay. I have killed all your large people.
Soon I will have my boy with me. I built it. My calculations are complete. They are accurate. There is no question of my loyalty.
I'm pretty sure that's Malcolm McDowell. It sounds like it. There's also a weird thumping going on. What's your favorite game out of all the Souls and Bloodborne games? I think it might be Bloodborne. To me, that game was closest to... oh, it is McD? Okay. I think somebody said that earlier. I didn't quite understand what McD stood for at the time. But I think that game, since there were fewer weapons, it allowed for tighter mechanics. I thought. So in Dark Souls, it's typically like the difficulty balance is all over the fucking map. Some bosses are just like kind of a cakewalk, either because you get lucky or you just happen to find their pattern right away, or you just have a weapon or a spell that just kind of undoes the boss. And other ones are abnormally difficult because of the way you move, or the equipment you use, or the attack patterns you have. Bloodborne was a lot more even to me because I think they had narrowed down the attack timings and counter mechanics that the game had. So, because of that, and just because of the general like theming and the game also looked amazing, for me it would be between that and Dark Souls 3. And I think Bloodborne was the game I probably liked a little bit more. Do you have any bad dragon dildos? No. It's interesting. It's funny talking about Souls. I had actually just watched through the Couch Up run of Dark Souls 3, which, yes, is about 3 years old at this point. But yeah, they had a bad dragon dildo. I don't think we need any. We have enough weird shit in our office. But hey, I won't say no, I guess, to a free, very expensive dildo. Gonna be a bit late to the stream, but I'm eating brownies, so I'll be as high as fuck. Gonna sprint back to my dorm after calculus. Well, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but as always, be safe. Even though it's kind of hard to hurt yourself on the weeds. And obviously, oh right, secret walls. And obviously, I already saved here. Obviously, make sure that you don't neglect anything important for that. You never have enough weird shit. That's a good philosophy. It is a good philosophy, but sometimes, like, if you just have boxes and boxes of weird shit, and it's like, man, we don't need any more weird shit. The devil's lettuce, yeah, hippie lettuce. These are all like people are circulating some good and just pretty meme-tastic. Like, it's like people's meme game is getting better and better and better. It's just been like developing, and meme culture is now a whole official thing. It's a whole churn, and it seems like that maturity is not felt more keenly than on 420. So I'm looking forward. The meme machine is already kicking up with devil lettuce. I feel like, unless that's a phrase that's been around and I just never heard it before today. Yeah, sorry. I have a because I also have a my streaming PC is hooked up to a different input on. That was an accident. On this monitor than the throughput from my capture hardware, aka my console output. So I can't see it, but it is a separate PC as well. So I have like a wireless keyboard / trackpad combo that I use to control it. Hey Steph. Definitely saying. Ooh, Army of Sparta. Cool. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Just don't even legitimize weird Puritans giving you guys shit on Twitter. Speaks to the blatant hypocrisy that no one has had an issue with the drone fits. I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna... It may be the same people, you know? Maybe some people have always had a problem with it. I don't know that anyone needs to be, like, chastised for their reaction to anything. If somebody's uncomfortable with it, that's totally fine. I don't see anyone out there saying this is immoral, you know? I guess maybe. There have been a few snide people that are like, oh, you're encouraging kids to do this stuff. Which, yeah, then it's like, well, I mean, binge drinking is way worse for you than this, so... While I agree, you should be concerned. Maybe you need to, like, readjust your priorities to align with factual information about bodily harm, but whatever, man. I can't actually argue with that point. I think it's a good one. But I think that we are or will do the various things we that I consider are the responsible things to do. Kind of like off the top, just saying like, yo, this is intended to be for adults, so please consider that. I'm not going to tell people what to do. You know, that it's also a little rude to be like, hey, if you're under 18, shut this shit off. I guess I could, but you know, if somebody's not going to do that anyway, and me telling them to is just going to be like, okay, Dad. I don't know why I did that. I'm personally uncomfortable with it because I have a problem with the attitude around weed and frankly how overrated and worshipped it is, but I won't complain about it. I just won't watch the stream. Seems like an easy approach. Morgan, that's totally cool, man. For what it's worth, the tone of it, at least my tone of it, I can't speak for anyone else, I guess. But it's not going to be like, ooh, weed's so great. This isn't a stream with an intent. I just thought it would be funny for people to get high and try to build cardboard toys. That is where it begins and ends for me. And I think the stream will reflect that, I think. I thought about leading off with just some... like, here are some statistics about physiologically what alcohol and marijuana can do to your body. And that would have, basically the overtone of saying, if you're okay with alcohol, this is much, much lighter, not as destructive to the human condition. But that's a little preachy, right? So I'm not going to do that. It's not gonna be like oh, we're so downtrodden because people don't acknowledge how smart we are for getting high and watching British baking shows. No, sir. It is just a means to... shit. A means to make a labo construction an interesting endeavor. What time does the stream start tomorrow? 2 p.m. Pacific. Wait, what? Oh, right. Love how bright and pretty the blades get as you level up. It kept me going. Did they change? I haven't actually noticed. Damn it. Ah! No, you're absolutely right. Great British Bake Off is dope when the Stone of Sobers... Stephanie was watching that, and I was just like, "Oh, what's this now? What's this? They're making some bread there, some garlic bread, making some rosemary bread." And thus ends the tale of Kratos. Oh, I already hear Unsolved Mysteries. Hades' blades are OP with the triangle spinning attack. It's like a yo-yo with blades. Oh, that one. Yeah. This one doesn't work on them. Yeah, I use that attack, or use that weapon a little bit. Those do a little more damage. I just found the damage to be super lacking in general. It took forever to kill shit. But that may have been also, they gave me that weapon about when they started throwing some of the higher HP enemies at me, so I'm sure that was a factor. Shit. God damn it. Where are you? There we go. Rosemary toast. Oh, God. How do I keep falling off shit, man? You should co-author an article on Internal Medicine Digest about marijuana's effects on your country's most valuable resource, gamers. I don't think it has... It has an effect on chilling out. I don't know that it has a much more beyond that. Adderall, I think, has done more for U.S. export of gaming skill than anything else. Although, and this is not to point fingers or anything, I just think it's interesting where like the times go, and how razor thin the difference is. Caffeine is a drug, and esports events are routinely sponsored by sports drinks, which have a abnormally high dose of caffeine in them. Weird to me that that's never been a thing that anyone's really brought up. I guess it's not quite like Adderall pharma companies sponsoring esports events, but it's not too far from it. I wonder if the world will ever get so dystopian that will happen. Sorry I missed it, but is there any way I could watch the Funhouse event happening tomorrow? Yeah, YouTube. Onion Twitcher. I'm gonna ask you a question, and it might sound a little aggressive, and it's definitely not intended that way. I'm a little confused though, because in all of the messaging I try to put out there for it, I tried to include the date and the YouTube channel and all that stuff. So I'm curious, how did you know there was anything without knowing where it was or how to watch it? Because it's just for me to be like, okay, when this is how people hear about things, and this is how they get information, so I need to make sure that why is this not working? Is it this and then it? Oh, there we go, okay. Was that a good point in regards to amphetamines? Speaking from personal experience, taking about 90 milligrams of Adderall with no to low tolerance, it gets you so much higher than any amount of marijuana. Yeah, this is God of War 3, Angelic, yeah, not the new one. When are you starting the stream? 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Pacific is what we're shooting for, but it can always be a little up in world, up in the air. Like Kiefer Sam Stanley Sutherland said in Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me, nicotine is a drug, caffeine is a drug. It's true. It's true. Alcohol's a drug, aspirin's a drug. That's the other thing that is a little weird. Like, with the whole hymns thing, everyone seemed to respond to the fact that the 2 major drugs were prescription drugs, as though this were some kind of hallowed word, a very serious classification that should be treated with respect. And I'm just like, what? This is a weird thing to suddenly get very hardline on, especially when sometimes that distinction can be arbitrary and not exactly correlating to the damage a drug can be caused when abused. I mean, the fact that alcohol is openly legal, it's just like, that alone is one of those things. It's just like, there's more culture here than science. Yeah, I guess is the marijuana is classed as a hallucinogen, not a depressant. Marijuana is a depressant and Adderall is a stimulant. You can't compare them. I wasn't talking about in terms of effects. I was talking about in terms of which substance amplifies a country's GDP export of video game players. So let's not take a dumb thing and make it too smart. Is what my recommendation would be. The fact that alcohol is openly legal is ridiculous. I think only compared to what isn't legal. But yeah, I think the uproar about the HIMSS thing was a large amount of non-US viewers who are not prepared for a drug advertisement. US viewers are used to it. I think that's very, very true. I didn't think... It's not something that I thought was odd. But then once I read a lot of people's concerns about it, it made a lot more sense. Because it's just, the way that people talked about medicine and a doctor spoke to such a different experience than I have had in America ever. Apparently, there are still parts of the world where you, like, have a close relationship with a doctor, and that you see them often and you trust them for For advice? 'Cause let me tell you, it's not that way here. Statistically, how much of the Funhouse viewers are not from the U.S.? I'm not gonna just throw out a number because I don't know for sure. I don't want to be wrong about something like that. But and that data's in YouTube. Jesus, how do you not get hit with that? It covers like if you have to be close to punch its stupid legs. You can't really roll through it, it doesn't look like. Fuck! You roll back, maybe? This Tiberius show cancelled. Yes, Angelic. It's actually... Man... It sure would be nice if they... If we could arrange to, like, actually tell people what's going on. But, whatever. Yeah, the, show's cancelled. Refunds. And for the people that bought tickets, there will be an additional note coming hopefully soon. But not everything moves at our pace. That sucks. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Get up there. What are you... What the fuck? You want me to punch it in the face with... Stop it! God, Kratos. Okay. Whoa. Oh, was the show canceled? Nobody bought tickets. The tickets did not sell. This kid's because of lack of interest? Potentially. You never know why, really. But people did not buy tickets, so. It's, as far as, I mean, at my speculation, it is... to me, logically a mix of a few factors. I'm hoping, the most significant of which is, yes, that ended up being the night of the fucking Avengers, which was not the best idea. But we accepted that date. The other potential issue being that anyone in the LA area that wanted to see the first show did, and didn't feel like seeing another one. Which puts you in a real interesting position where you have to market the show, or you have to try to sell tickets. But if you didn't have to do that, you could use that time to make sure that the show were different. And then you could tell people, oh guys, it's an all-new show. But you don't know whether to do that, or maybe people just haven't heard about it, so you gotta like make up new videos or something to try and tell people to come to the show. So yeah, not sure. Would Funhouse consider adding more days that have series on rotation similar to what is put on Monday? You mean in addition to Open House and Dude Soup and GTA? More than half the week is on regular rotation. Man. Punching this big-ass spider in the face is pretty great, though. I'd admit. Having the same audience would be difficult. It's the reason I haven't gone to a second Game Grumps Live, since they do the same show every time. Gotcha. Well, yeah, and that's when it gets weird. If, sorry. Oh, damn it, Icarus likes back all of it. Man. This game is actually pretty dicey to, stream and talk to people while you're trying to hit QTEs and shit. Like I was saying, the trade-off gets weird. We could have invested more time into coming up with new bits and then promising people a whole new show, but like we don't even know if we'll have the time to do it, and you can't promise something that's going to be all new when it's not. So there we go. I was hoping to break it before that stupid tail came down. I kinda live too far. Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't understand why we, ended up doing the same show at the same venue, which I thought was also kinda odd, but... Ow. Whatever, we'll get him next time. God damn it. Ow. Avengers same night? Yeah. Would you ever do a live Dude Soup? We have. But, that's cool. Is it dead? Still playing the music. Oh. The only bummer for that is live podcasts are weird. I feel like the temptation is to do live podcasts and then also have those be part of the like show rolls. You're like, oh, we don't have to do multiple podcasts. But I don't like live podcasts, and I never have. I don't like listening to them. I feel like one of the conceits of a podcast is that it's faux intimate. It's like you're having a conversation with those people, or that you're in the room listening to them. But when there's an audience, then it's like you're listening to something that's very obviously a recording of a moment in time that where other people were in your space or in the place you're supposed to be. Why does the camera keep focusing on this thing? Oh, I just have to break it again. So it's weird. It's almost like a reminder that the thing you enjoy is fake, even though it's obviously fake. I'm going to RTX London later this year. I cannot tell you that. I got ice breath.
Found the Boreas ice storm. It is the key to unlocking the labyrinth.
What are you talking about? You're not saying anything substantive? The side effects would have nothing to do with the high? What? What are you talking about? Huh? You know, red like Kylo Ren. Damn right. I tried to choose a God of War. Oh, are you guys just copying and pasting? Oh, you're trying to add somebody else. Ah, okay, I thought so, but I didn't want to assume that. Yeah, I picked an angry God of War lightscape. That's what you get when you come to a Lawrence stream. You get the themed lighting, which is, we all know that the kids want. Who doesn't want anything that isn't? Oh yeah, so sorry, somebody was talking about a controversy with My Hero Academia. What's that? Swimquill says the over-sexualization of minors is all anime is. So, wait. Were there young ladies that were getting all titified? Because that's a bummer. That's a bummer, but not surprising, sadly. Fucking... Anime can't... There was a bath scene? Oh, with like a 14-year-old? For no reason, I'm assuming. Good and, gratuitous. Let's see. Should people have that outlet, or is it enabling? Are you describing about, like, people that have pedophilic desires? I don't know about that stuff. I think for people that feel that stuff should probably go see a psychiatrist. I can appreciate the logic though. Get it out in a safe space, but don't go down this road. Yeah. That's just wise to not go down this road. So it's this thing, right? It's supposed to do all the sweet, sweet damage. Ah, Kuriga, thank you. Bath scene, like every other shonen. Ah, okay. Let's go back to arguing about drugs. Oh, so was it like a bathhouse scene? Yep, solid Thursday night chat. Solving the world's problems, man. Whoa. Almost completely missed that one. What? Alright, well. And thus ends the tale of Kratos. Jesus. Oh, thank you, Froggy. I think there was also a cheer I missed, acknowledging. But if an anime girl with big tits looks 8 but is 3,000, can she do weed without the Puritans being upset? I think so. Yes? I mean, anime's been pulling that fucking quote-unquote trick since time was time. Android girls with giant robo-titties. They look like they're 12, but they're actually 12,000 years old. Please. Shit's nothing new. I think the problem is My Hero Academia was such a pure show. It was never really sexualized before that. I mean, granted I'm behind, but if I could see why people would not react well to this if this is the first time it's kind of gone there. I wouldn't. I'd be like, God damn it, I had hope for you. You were a nice show. This used to be a nice show. Now you gone and showed us the, like, nice girl's boobs. Can I just change subject to say you're my favorite and you're so funny? I die every video you're in. Well, thank you, Cinderella. That's a very nice compliment. I think I've been getting better. Always lots to learn, though. Hold me back, bro. Hold me back. Don't make me do it. The Minotaurs, I remember being huge pains in the asses. Damn it. Maybe not. I guess I leveled up all my weapons. Shit, get away from me! Ugh. Hey, Bran. Oh, surprised by all the chat engagement? Yep, people tend to be, I guess. I like chatting. People can be pretty cool about stuff. Plus, they tell me about breaking anime titty news, so it's a pretty great arrangement we have. We back on this. Ooh, we back on this bullshit. Alright. There we go. Okay. What? Alright. Damn, the camera's actually kind of low. So for some of these bigger arena fights, it can be hard to see. Alright, thank you. Thank you for rotating around, camera. That's what we needed. That's what we came here for. Boom! Did I get them both? Alright. Your thoughts on the LCD minigames in Kingdom Hearts 3? I've only seen the screenshot. It looks cute. That seems like more of a Nintendo thing than a... I don't know that I understand or necessarily appreciate the reference. Because Square never really made LCD games, right? Gonna stream the new God of War? Yeah, that's the idea. Watching this game kind of feels like paying the bills, or like paying bills. Why? Because it's aggressive. Yeah, Swim. I feel like mangaka and anime producers walk a very fine line. They need to make the characters attractive enough to sell the series and products that come from said series. At the same time, if there's a chance a character isn't a virgin, the fan base wants them to be, they go into a rage and denounce that series. Yeah. Oh, see you, Onion Twitcher. Have a good night. But yes, the audience, that audience in Japan, is abnormally demanding, irrationally demanding, and they are. There's enough of them to be catered to, so there's a lot of money there. Well, maybe not a lot, enough. So yeah, when they band together and groups say they're not going to buy anything anymore, you shrivel on the vine pretty quick. Man, what a devil's bargain. Like you get to make what you want. You get to work in the field you want. Except you have to make stuff for the most like demanding and petulant and like sexually stunted dudes in the world. There need fight tricks with the enemies, yeah. Oh, formulaic. Bills come every month no matter what. It is, yeah, there is a little bit of folding laundry aspect to this game. I mean, that's most beat 'em ups. Most of the fights they put you in, though, there's different enemies or different combinations of enemies, so there's something about that. Did Steph and you deliberately place your desk separately in your new place? No, your desk's right there. So somebody said it crosses over to Kingdom Hearts Unchained mobile game. In it, you can play on your phone, I guess. You can play it on your phone, I guess. I'm really curious to see how Kingdom Hearts 3 pans out. A lot of new stuff going into it. Never thought I'd see it still work as a modern title. I could see that. I mean, I think it would work really well as a title. I think it could still work as that kind of game. I don't think it's necessarily that out of date. Although, yeah, there aren't really much beat 'em ups like this or like Kingdom Hearts anymore. Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising, like Platinum. I guess Nier is kind of like that, more like that. God of War seems to be more like a Resident Evil, like over-the-shoulder, slower-paced type action game. 15-year-old anime teenagers in bikinis. Oy. Yeah, that might be a not safe for work thing. If I could give you like $50 and pay for your drinks, can we still chill out on the 26th? That depends.
Who's there?
I thought that was Daedalus. Guy gave fire.
My beautiful Icarus. Good. You have the Ice Storm. The Scorpion must be defeated.
The Scorpion. What is the Scorpion?
That is the secret of the labyrinth. To escape it, we must assemble it.
Man. Fucking Malcolm McDowell is the best.
Moving into place. Now, once inside, you must...
That dude swings hard in every role I've ever seen him in.
You're not... But you're
my boy.
But you... What have you done?
Hotter.
My boy! Where is my boy?
Kratos hot or not? It's worth asking. I don't think he's very hot. I think he's actually, like, disturbed and gross.
No!
I was kind of hoping at the end of any of the Gods of Wars that he would die. Like, I want him to die. Alright, let me click on this. Because of course I gotta click on this.
Create the power!
This is the pick that caused the controversy.
The power to create. The power to destroy. The king of the gods has forsaken me.
Yeah, I guess I can see why. That's kind of gross.
If I build the labyrinth,
by the way, made by the author. It's very directly sexualizing underage kids.
Took the liquid fire and... Oh, my child.
He has 8x10s and DVDs and scripts of like everything he's ever been in at conventions. I love it. I've never seen him work the convention circuit. I just feel like if you're a career actor, I respect anyone that doesn't just show up for the paycheck, you know? I don't know if you've already done this on Twitter, but what would you put in your game's struck for list? I was wondering about that. I was wondering if I should jump in that meme. It's been pretty great to see people Like, it started cool discussions, and it's been made people like, oh shit, I didn't know you like that. Blah, 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 blah. Really? And thus ends our tale. It was pretty good in Star Trek Generations. Yeah. There it is, Morgan. And thus ends the story of Kratos. I get to open these every time, huh? Smash these pots. Although I'm heartbroken, I was flying from Florida to see the Tiberius Method. Now I've got 3 days in LA with nothing to do. No, believe me, we know that people have made travel arrangements. This is what's so annoying about this. There will be a note that'll be sent out. So, don't give up hope yet. We're gonna try to do right by people who both. I can't climb on that. We know that people, like, first of all, that people who want to spend any money to come see our show, I think, deserve something. But we also know that other people have made arrangements, have paid money to make the show. So it's not that nothing happens now. I really goddamn wish they hadn't just put it as canceled and opened it up to the subreddit and all that shit without arranging a time for us to announce anything. That was really neat, but whatever. That's the thing. I don't want people to get where you are, to be like, well, great. Like people that have bought plane tickets or gotten hotel rooms and stuff. Ah, God. And thus ends our tale. Wait, what happened? Nothing specific. Very few people bought tickets to Tiberius Method, so it was canceled. We were underwater on the show.
What are you doing?
There.
Please, don't do it, Spartan.
Also, there was one sequence. There was one and only one sequence in the first game I can recall where they really dragged out the fact that you were going to do something horrible to somebody and they were pleading with you not to the whole time. Now, like, every single thing is like that. Which also concerns me that they heard people say, that part was really cool. And as a result, they decided to put in more, like, gradual torture sequences into the game. Which to me kind of crosses a line. It's just kind of gross. But whatever, it's a gross game. Kratos was more benevolent in the first game? Sort of. Yeah, I guess. He was still an asshole, but he would like kill anyone that got in his way. But if somebody didn't get in his way, he wouldn't just do it because it was there. Like God of War 3, he kills people just because they're there, and that's kind of like you're a psychopath. He's clearly a villain by this point. Yeah, spurious. I think that's true. I think the game even acknowledges as much, which also kind of gives it a little more leeway in my eyes if the game doesn't treat him like a hero or even an anti-hero. Because he's definitely not he's not even an anti-hero. Anti-hero wants to do, like, I think we were talking about this in a previous God of War stream, but to me an anti-hero is somebody who wants to do the right thing, but they have to do it in a way that's not exactly pure or like just. So like Batman is an anti-hero because he fights crime on his own. He doesn't do it through the police. And he may be a little angrier or more brutal about it than he needs to be or whatever. But his goal is still to prevent crime and protect people. That's what makes him an anti-hero. Kratos just wants to kill Zeus. And that's it. He wants to murder someone, and he's murdering other people to do the murder. So he's the bad guy. And that's okay. But it's really weird to me when people talk about it like he's not. Just because he's the player character. But then again, I think that's one of those things that on a more philosophic note kind of exposes something about life, no one thinks they're the bad guy. Even when they're doing bad things, they've got a reason for it. So in a video game, you have to be the good guy because you're the one doing the things. It's you. How could you never be the... You're always the good guy. You never feel like the bad guy, therefore you must be the good guy. Kratos is kind of like Doom guy. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't dispute that. That's a pretty good analogy. I think the nice thing is that Doom guy didn't really have the option to do anything severely awful. He just murdered a lot of demons because demons were the only thing around. But yeah, it's possible that if he came across humans, he would have done something terrible to them too. God, shit. God of War 4 is live now? Oh, okay. Well, I haven't beaten God of War 3, so I won't know. I just think it's a bit hypocritical to criticize... Wait, hold on a minute. Don't you think it's a bit hypocritical to criticize My Hero Academia for having a young girl in a bikini while playing God of War 3? Horse with no username. I do hope you're asking that question. If you can't tell at a if you can't tell at a beat how those things are not even remotely similar, and how there's zero hypocrisy there, that's a problem. God of War 3 is a mature game. Rated mature, for adults. My Hero Academia is a show for kids. It's a good show for kids, but it's for kids. Also, there's no sexualization of minors in this game, and if you're just gonna go with the, like, herp derp, all violence is bad, okay, fine. But context is important. And like I was saying, I think this game contextualizes you as not being a good character. But a character that you the character that you draw and is explicitly a child, drawing them in a sexual pose, wearing a bikini. Damn it. Miles difference. That is inviting you to enjoy looking at this underage girl. Nothing about this game is inviting you to enjoy murder. Maybe vicariously, but I think even still, it's like, if that drawing had a picture of like a person with a disgusted face looking at these creepy assholes who are lusting after a 15-year-old, there's your context. This game provides an amount of context in as many ways as they can, trying to show that Kratos is a horrible thing, a horrible person. What are people talking about with sexualizing children in this game? It doesn't happen in this game. That's why the comparison is so odd. No, it happened in an anime, because of course it happened in an anime. Do you crawl? I guess you climb up there. Okay. Apparently I missed a Chipotle fundraiser night at school. Aw. What does that mean, though? Does that mean you buy Chipotle and the school gets money for it? How was everyone's Friday? I don't know. Hasn't happened yet. But I bet it'll be pretty great. Oh, I have to jump across. See you, Mandela. Ah! Aw, oh, damn it. Today's Friday because I don't have class on Friday. Man. I think one of my semesters in college was like that, and it was the greatest thing. I'm in a 3-day weekend for, like, several months. Ah, it was so beautiful. Any idea how long the stream will be tomorrow? I don't know, man. So it's weird. Nintendo has like suggested build times for Labo, but they say the cardboard armor takes like 3 hours to build, and that doesn't feel right. I feel like I could do it faster, but maybe not. Maybe not stoned. I don't know. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to come off too harsh on the question about hypocrisy, but that's kind of a bold thing, though, to imply that someone's being hypocritical And accusing... It's essentially accusing somebody of supporting pedophilia. Kind of. So maybe don't do that. Unless they are. I don't know. 3 hours sober? I mean, that's what they say. I don't know. That can't be right, can it? That seems like way too long. Yeah, 4 hours and 20 minutes. Damn right. Oh boy. This is kind of cool. Rotation puzzle? Can I run up this? No, okay. We got a cube. So I'm gonna have to rotate the cube. Okay, this is kind of, yeah, this is kind of cool. You have to put it in a place where it'll fall onto the right spot. Is there a drunk stream happening? No, there's a high stream happening tomorrow. I don't know where I need this cube, though. Not really a cube. Love when games flip around a room. Yeah, those are neat puzzles, aren't they? I need to explore a little more. Oh, I see here. Okay, so if I move it over here, then I can probably put it on this. Is that what I have to do? Yeah. That's what I have to do. Alright. Is there a reason I might want it up here? Perhaps a hidden chest? It's your first playthrough of God of War 3. Yes, it is, Angelic. Probably upgrade another thing. Yeah, sure. Yay. Crushing strike. Sounds pretty cool. You missed the hidden dust chest in the first chamber. I don't see it. Oh, unless it was in the... Man, you're pretty good about telling me this stuff after I can't go back to get it. That's cool. Danny says, haven't smoked a cigarette in 19 days. I think I'm actually done for good. Hey, congratulations. That's awesome. You should be proud of that. Have you ever played Donkey Konga Bongos on stream? No. That game came out like 15 years ago. Maybe not that long, but that's an old-ass game. You ever played Ratchet & Clank? I'm actually playing through that. I was playing through the collection for the first time on stream. I'm near the end of Going Commando, I think. Facebook tells me that today, 5 years ago, I bought the first 3 Hannibal books for a nickel each. Damn. It's funny, because if I didn't know who said that, I could probably guess that it was Katie that said that. Will the live be shown on Funhouse TV, and is there a confirmed time or something? We mentioned the possibility of a schedule, but didn't hear anything further than that. 2 o'clock is what we're shooting for. And yes, it's on Funhouse TV. You're playing Shenmue on stream, but telling me you wouldn't do Donkey Bongos? I don't have the controller. I'd have to, like, get the controller, right? Anyway, this looks like a big-ass spiky room. Yeah. Everybody says this room is not a good room, so we'll see. I'm guessing it's going to be like a pattern puzzle. They'll show you the spikes, and then you have to not get hit with them. Actually, let me grab that whip. There it is. Damn it. Jesus. Oh, yep. Oh yeah, there's a trophy for getting 1,000 hits. It's like, how the fuck is anyone ever gonna do that? I guess that's a pretty good way. But like when enemies start guarding, I don't know how you're supposed to keep your combo going. God. What? What am I supposed to do? Are you all live streaming your event, or is this something else? No, there was no event. Man, every time I say anything, somebody hears half of it, and then the event's canceled. Tiberius Method is canceled. This is the high gameplay for tomorrow. Just joined, sorry. No worries, no worries. Just been... Shit. Got stuck in that animation. Just been piecemeal answering questions for like last 30 minutes. There's something you need to jump on the wall for or kill everything really fast? Alright. God damn it. This just doesn't seem to do that much damage. It just doesn't. Point taken with My Hero Academia and being targeted towards children. Conversations seem to be more about anime in general. I'm not saying that all violence is bad. I just think anything should be able to portray it in fiction when it comes to things like drawing. And I didn't mean to imply that you are advocating for pedophilia. Oh, I see it now. Man, I think there's some things that it's okay not depicting when it comes to even drawing. I don't know. This is not a statement about you or necessarily even people that believe that everything's okay or all thoughts are okay. I think, man, not everyone. This isn't true of everything, but I think with some of the raunchier things in life, you should probably, not you specifically, I think one should probably not have an opinion about what it is and isn't allowed when it comes to things they've never experienced, you know? So it's like, if you were, you know what, if you were molested as a child, and you say, you know what though, freedom of thought is important, and I want people to be able to consume this content if they need to. And I believe that strongly in it, despite the fact that I'm like a drug addict and seriously fucked up from this experience that I had. Alright. 100%, I agree with your viewpoint, or I respect your viewpoint. That would probably change my mind, but I think it's for someone to enjoy a guilty pleasure that thoroughly means that they're willfully ignoring that guilty pleasure comes at the cost of someone else. And yeah, I guess violence is the thing, you know. It's like you go watch an MMA match. I guess no, that's pretty voluntary, but I guess I can see the point of your comparison when it comes to a video game that is depicting wanton acts of violence against people. I guess because no one's actually getting hurt, getting something out, or you're enjoying a guilty pleasure. I guess I never had my head ripped off, but still, I just, man, there's just, that's one of those things where I'm kind of like, even if you don't have a 100% logical explanation for it, being a human with feelings is enough for some stuff like that. The Chain Lightning helps. Also, there's a new game plus. You can basically get the 1K with things maxed out, I think. Or the bug with the scorpion getting stuck. Oh, I don't need it. I don't really care about... achievements. Sorry, trophies. I care about achievements. I need me well, but the characterization of all child abuse victims as drug addicts and broken is a big part of the stigma. Dude, don't even start talking about a stigma about child abuse. Are you going to tell me that, like, pedophilia is not that bad? Is that really where you're going with this? Don't do that. I was just saying I've seen enough episodes of, not Hoarders, the other one.
What has he done?
Why does he care about Pandora? What? Dude, no. Oh, okay.
He told me to never talk to you again. He told me if I did.
So yeah, I don't know what stigma you're referring to. Not that I need to.
He told me he would kill you.
That's what it sounded like, though.
He can't.
Or do you mean referring to those that have been abused as though they're broken humans? Is that what you're talking about? Because that's not cool. Reminds him of his daughter. Ugh. Of fucking course, Kratos. That would be his motivation. Jesus, that's dumb. Oh, whatever. I'm glad you guys are here to tell me that. Because I would be extra confused if I didn't have that little bit. Yeah! We should sandwiches instead of this heavy shit? Wait, they got back into positive a few days ago. Their comments show up? Wait, what? And now they're back in negative. Wait, what? Oh. There's a person that's been auto-removed from the sub because of negative karma. They got up just enough to post, and then they dumped themselves back into negative.
Help me up.
Oh, Lord.
Over here, Kratos.
God, they even made her sound like a little child. Does this game have Unsolved Mysteries music? No, my apartment does. Or my house. Not my house. Renting. Whatever. We got some titties. This is now a titty stream.
Out, Kratos.
Thank you. Oops. Get over here. Not you. Yeah, freedom of speech. No, a lot of... Horse with no name. Believe me, a lot of people make very inhuman arguments in the favor of freedom of speech. And people have weird ideas about what freedom of speech means anyway. I get like wanting to fight a cause and all that stuff, but when your cause, if you support freedom of speech, you're saying, yeah, it's okay to draw an 8-year-old with giant titties who's naked. That's fine. Don't just stop and be like, maybe there's another cause I can pick up. The thing that frustrates me is that no one, or very few very argumentative people, I'm not saying you're argumentative, it's just that a lot of people say freedom of speech when they're defending their right to say very fucked up things and ignore the consequences of them. So it's a bit of a sore spot with me, seeing just a lot of shitty rhetoric and dudes that think they're so fucking smart. If you have to say that, it doesn't have to be a black and white thing, you know? It's not all freedom of speech or none. You can make a decision in the middle. You can make... Some people, again, not saying this is you or anyone in chat, but the thing that bugs the hell out of me, because I used to do it, honestly, kind of what makes it my particular pet peeve, is when people can't acknowledge any gray in any area. It's all either 100% free or 100% Hitler. And there's no in the middle. There's no place where it's like, yeah, we have freedom of speech, but also, maybe don't fucking draw little children in any kind of sexual way, you sick fuck. So, it's possible to be free and also not be sick. But one does not preclude the other. Yes, you're the one person I'm not going to murder in this game for some reason. Did she die? Oh. It's literally the first time I made this argument to someone. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be generic about it. And I'm also trying to be honest that you accidentally have hit a nerve. Like I said, who draws the line for that? That's the thing, Recons. You're already going back into the thing that there has to be rule. This is what consensus means. This is what politics is all about. It's about everyone talking it out and finding a solution that works for most people. This is again, it goes back to this idea of absolutism. A lot of dudes think they can find the answer for everybody. And if they, with their very smart minds, find the right answer and you disagree with them, you are wrong. And that's it. I've solved it. I solved the problem. This is the right answer. How can you say it's not the right answer? You must be wrong. It's so comforting to live in 100% perfect logic, because I used to do it. You don't ever have to acknowledge fault for anything either, because your ironclad logical processes always deliver you into a place of being correct. You can have freedom of speech, but maybe that rape joke or funny voice isn't actually necessary, but also maybe it is. Yep. That's the other thing, too. You can do something that's wrong, a little bit. But how wrong is it? Is it super wrong? Is that a little bit wrong? Oh, she's in a cage again. That didn't take her long. Like when people say you're entitled to your opinion, but fuck you when you're wrong. I don't even mind that, because at least it's acknowledging both sides, right? There's an element there of like, alright, fine, you can think that way, but I think you're just stupid as hell. Rhetorical fallacies, yeah. The frustrating thing is when guys get an earful of that, they start to think that they have uncovered the recipe to the divine thought. Oh. That's when you get a dude smug as shit set up a folding table saying, "Debate me." I don't know what you want. So yes, apologies. Apologies for going on a little rant there, but wait, is this? I guess it's this. I like how you're supposed to care? Kratos has done so much fucked up shit. I don't give two flying fucks if someone he cares about dies right now. He's killed so many other people. And it's not fair to Pandora, but what has she done? I don't know. Whatever. They were bad people, Kappa. Yeah, I gotta put a big cap on that one. Doesn't this warn me bang Aphrodite? Yeah. You better believe I did. I think there's a trophy for it, which is kind of gross, but whatever. Whatever, man. Video games. Can you teach my computer class? I thought about it for a while. I was like, I could be a computer science teacher. That is a really good drag name, though. Divine Thought. Guessing they make the timing work out like that. Yeah, so you kill yourself. Oh, it's so tense. Well, poor little Kratos loses his daughter. Whatever, who cares? This is the thing that's going to make me... It's going to make it awfully challenging for me to give a shit, like a half of a shit about him and the new God of War. I kind of want him to suffer. Like, I don't want him to have good things. And they're going to do the dumb thing where they show him being tendered to a child just to prove how good of a person he is or whatever. That was it. Just had to cough it out. I'm guessing that whole sequence is like, oh, now we have to make the players care for Pandora or whatever. A shattered glass in her face. Coughing it out. So I need her to get the flame so I can kill Zeus, I guess. Which doesn't make sense because I've been killing everyone else, but it's just sort of, I guess, an arbitrary rule of the game that I'm not allowed to kill Zeus without that thing. Isn't the next one Norse? I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
I know I look it, but I'm not a child, Kratos.
Uh-huh.
I've seen many terrible things. I'm not afraid. I understand what lies ahead. I saw Zeus torture my father. I saw him beaten because of me.
What's up, Seal Lover?
But I was afraid.
Hephaestus did what every father...
God of War 4 feels more like it's going to be acknowledging all the bad he did and it catching up with him as he tries to change. That'd be cool. Do you like Last of Us? God, she looks like a bug. I know that like they spread out her eyes and made them expressive to make her seem innocent.
Called me a monster.
Words mean nothing.
Last of Us was impressive. I don't know that I liked it. The acting was incredible. The graphics were amazing. Amazing. But like the puzzles weren't that great.
Fear in the gods rose
And the actual, like, survival horror aspect of it wasn't that good either. So it was a good experience. I don't know that I enjoyed the game all that much.
Makes us strong. It is why we are here.
Pretty much admits the consequences of killing the Greek gods in the story trailer. Okay. Oh wait, I think he's learning a lesson, and I was talking through it. Pandora's teaching him how to love again. Last of Us was a great movie, mediocre game, and that's fine.
Is what hope delivers.
That is fine. I like The Order. I really liked Ashura's Wrath. So wait, am I going to kill her dad in front of her? Just to prove how much I've learned about feelings? Has there been any titties, and how much are you into this game? I'm marginally into it. This is a very loud and fun game. And I don't mind that. I like those kinds of games. Also, I like beat-em-ups. There aren't a whole lot of those. Daedalus isn't Pandora's father. Oh, that's right. It was the Smith guy, Rip Torn. What was his name? Hephaestus? I guess I already killed her dad. Gosh, Kratos is just such a good guy. Pandora's dad is Hephaestus. That's Daedalus. Icarus' dad, yeah. Sorry. There you go. That's what I wanted. Sipping on anything tonight? Actually, yes. The same glass of whiskey that I poured on Tuesday is what I'm drinking now. There was so much whiskey in it that I was like, I'm not gonna drink all that tonight. It's true. Sometimes I can show restraint. See, like these enemies go into the ground. You have to grab and throw them out. They do make you like mix up your weapons, mix up your items. It's a pretty binary thing. Usually it's like, oh, this enemy needs to get hit with this, and this enemy needs to get hit with this. It's nothing quite like Batman's combat is a little more interesting. At least it was by Arkham Knight. That was when it was getting like a little too Simon-y. Like, here's the electric guy, use the electric thing on him. That kind of thing. Is the red light relaxing or just an aesthetic? It's mostly just an aesthetic. For this stream. There is a relaxed one that's much more like warm and mellow. This is a little angry. Batista would be a good God of War? I do not disagree. Hey! Stop it! Yeah, Vin Diesel. Batista is a really good choice, though. Just going to bed, my buddy just knocked on the door and invited me out to smoke some good kush. See you at the weed party stream. Happy 420, everybody. Yes. The best holiday. Is that a Misfits Luigi tee? The Crimson Anti-Luigi? It's Waluigi. So, sort of, yeah. Yeah. Sure's the best. Do you think the new God of War will help bring in single-player story-focused games? There haven't actually... I mean, there's been a good amount of them. I don't think the genre's dying. In the way that some people say. It's not the biggest thing anymore. Like PlayStation 2 era, that was what you did. You made the biggest, most expensive story-based game you could. And then multiplayer started earning more money. Microtransactions started earning more money. Battle Royale started earning more money. So for the companies that need to make a lot of money, that's what they make. But there's always been Bethesda, there's always been Square, Capcom. The story-focused single-player games never went away, I don't think. At least they never felt like they did to me. They just stopped being the #1 thing. So I don't know that God of War will do that, because I don't know that it necessarily can or needs to. Horizon Zero Dawn, single player. I guess it wasn't linear. Maybe that's the other part of it. It's like levels and cutscenes. As far as that goes, I don't know. Yeah, BioWare. Nope, they're doing Anthem now. Because they can't survive off single player games. I think Mass Effect Andromeda was their last shot. There's a single player in Black Ops 4? That's the rumor. That's the rumor. Single player battle royale. Or sorry, multiplayer only battle royale. This is a lot of dudes. Whatever. Are you serious? That weapon doesn't break those shields? Alright. We still get those huge single player RPGs? Yeah. Witchers, Mass Effect, Divinity, Pillars of Eternity. That other one. This game feels a lot like Bayonetta or Devil May Cry. How is it comparing to those games? Might be a little easier than either of those games, but yeah, that's kind of what it is. Bayonetta and Devil May Cry had, like, I think a little more going on in their combat systems. Shit. Damn it. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Drinking game for God of War. Drink every time he says boy. I think I saw that on Reddit. Was there not a dedicated Star Wars Battle Royale being developed? I don't imagine, because I imagine part of it is Lucas just doesn't move that quickly on trends. I think if there were Battle Royale games, successful Battle Royale games for like 5 years, then you might see a Star Wars one. God, how many fucking dudes are there to kill here? How long are you planning on going tomorrow? I don't know. I want to build the Labo sets. Not sure how long that'll take. Nintendo has some suggested times that seem way too long. Damn, there's just a lot of dudes. Just loads and loads of mans. Wonder how many Battle Royale games are going to be announced at E3? Yeah, for our drinking game, I was definitely going to make Battle Royale is take a shot, for sure. Do you think that Labo is the next step in playing with Legos? Yeah, maybe. Lego's been staying current. The Toys to Life stuff kind of seemed like the next evolution of that. Yeah. 8,000. Alright. See, I feel like I'm getting close to the end because I also have most of the upgrades. Oh, it was actually okay in the end. He said it was okay, so that's good. Yeah, EXT. It's an interesting way to look at it. I always thought of building a PC kind of like Legos, just put the pieces in the spots where they fit. I was pleasantly surprised. I remember building my first PC, and after I followed the instructions on the motherboard step by step, but I was also very pleased that everything was sort of built to only fit in a certain way. All the plugs were a certain shape. Some of them were even color-coded. I was actually, man, this is actually a lot easier than people make it out to be. What's Steph watching and playing? I'm pretty sure she's watching Unsolved Mysteries, which is a badass show. Actually, Katie, are you still in chat? If you haven't gotten on that stuff, you should. I think you'd like that show a lot. Hardest part for me was cable management. Ooh. Boo, sir. Boo to you. I'm not a fan of cable management. Not inside a case. I don't see the need for it. Unless you have like a fucking glass case. Even then, it's such a pain in the ass if you ever have to do anything. Is New God of War out? I've heard it is. People have said that it is now available. But I haven't beaten 3 yet, so. You played any of the Fatal Frames? Yeah, I played 1 and 2. 2 is so good. I didn't finish 3. And then I played the one on Wii U. Oh, okay. When I say cable management, I mean not being able to close the back panel because of all the cables.
Shame, Kratos. My father once told me it maintains the balance.
Yeah, some of the PCs that got shipped to us when we started at Rooster Teeth were like that. They ran all the cords behind the motherboard plate, which meant the back thing couldn't really get on because you had to smush it all in.
Break the chain to raise the labyrinth.
Wait here.
Cable management equals zip tie samurai time. Sha! Sha! Alright, I gotta break a chain. These sequences are pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of the... that badass part in Dead Space 2. Those are not textures that loaded correctly. Huh. That's odd. Well, whatever. Who made it this far anyway? Yeah, my PS4 is overheating. What? The fuck? Oh. God damn it. Isn't there like an air dash or something? I can't remember. Also, I feel like this is something that I did before. It's just being playing in reverse. Maybe, I don't know. Ow. Whatever, Kratos, God of War. I'm cool, dude. Man, video games are cool. Oh, you're correct, it's being done in reverse? Okay. Thought it felt familiar. Which match did you watch the Overwatch League last week? It was... Let me see if I can remember. It was Valiant versus... I know the middle one was Shocked Dragons. Then it was Gladiators Dynasty. Who did Valiant play? Fuel? I think it was Valiant Fuel. Oh, I guess the flame arrow wouldn't work. Forget the briefcase at the end? Huh? Briefcase of what? Is there an ASMR for controller sticks moving? There ought to be, right? It's such a comforting sound. I'm not gonna lie. When, like, Steph will play Call of Duty, and that is just pleasing to have on in the background. The controller sticks, the occasional rampant obscenity. Just the rat-a-tat-tat of people dying and exploding and yelling. Jesus. Hey. I think he's getting faster? Fuck. God damn it. Ah! It's like... It looks like a similar animation when it spits fire or when it vomits out a dog. I don't quite know how to dodge these things. Hey, this guy does not helping either. Alright, well that's 2 heads. I feel like I'm not quite doing enough damage. It's probably gonna get more difficult. Jesus. I don't know if, like, I feel like if I try to kill these dudes... Okay, good. That they'll just come back? So I shouldn't waste time? Maybe not. They seem pretty pretty good and set on... They got enough health that shit. They don't come back, but if they did, yeah. Alright. Fuck me. God, these little fuckers have so much health. Hey. There. Oh. Alright. I have murdered everybody. What's up, Jerry? Thank you for the resub, man. I've always wondered how much your stories from Finest reflect those of your real lives, i.e. your dad burning your DDR board. I mean, most of them, right? I think sometimes they're phrased to punch up the sadness of them, but oh yeah, gotta go around and kill the judges that fuck with you, because there's not enough time, right? It'll go back down before I can break it. Yeah. They're bosses in their own right and beyond annoying to deal with. Yeah, they just have so much health. Fear last Friday, it was Valiant and Fuel. Okay, I thought so. Or rather, I eventually thought so. Clearly I didn't right at the top, but got there eventually. I think there's nothing down there. Yo, for real though, fucking Unsolved Mysteries is a great ass show. Y'all should watch it. Guest bus? Thank you. Past the glowy spot? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I found it. Netflix or Hulu? It's Netflix. So I've got 2 more upgrades to get. Good night, Mega T, thanks for watching. I was hoping to finish this. It's already getting kind of late. Am I basically at the end of the game? Can anyone, like, maybe an hour left or something? I might just finish it off stream. Yeah, phrasing. I'll put the T on there. I remember there's a thing where you gotta... I guess you just gotta bring it up again. You're very close to the end? Okay. I should be able to finish it up. Or do I have to go through that portal? Yeah, that's it, okay. Interesting question. Why does fan loyalty differ between traditional sports and esports? The you must root for the home team rule isn't applied strictly in the Overwatch League. You mean just in terms of its viewership? I don't know, maybe it's a more global fan base. Another 40 minutes? That might be a little too much. Oh yeah. You go and smack the brains out of people who don't agree with your judgment or something. Hey, rapping with RJP. Esports is so new, I think that's a part of it too. Man. Old Kratos, what a dick. Dogs on me. Get these dogs off me. Hold on, let me try this. Ah. Oh no, they fly around as soon as you hit them, so fuck you. Never thought he was killing the judges, they're just statues. I guess. I assumed that there was something living in them. Excellent. Stephen Septica, thank you for introducing me to you guys after the source fed ended. I really appreciate Finesse and this community especially. Well, thank you. No, we are super blessed in that regard, I'll say. I got to meet a lot of very cool people through my job. Which, man, how many people get to say that? # blessed. Morgan, no, I haven't seen Isle of Dogs yet. Maybe this weekend. Maybe. God, there's already some other stuff going on. We'll see. Does it just take longer to go down now? Nope. Alright. Well, whatever. I think I'll finish it up off stream. Any idea who's in next week's Funhouse Theater mode? No, I don't. I don't. Elise has been the point person on handling all the production on that, so you gotta deal with the other judges? Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, I think I'm gonna stop streaming. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. Yeah, sorry, I know got a little heated tonight, but kind of hit a nerve a bit. I've seen dudes make some pretty gross arguments, and I don't know. I can just let it roll off me a lot, but hey, streaming, it's venting. This is what after work time stuff is all about. So apologies if you felt a little ganged up on in chat. Wasn't my intention. But yeah, it's all easy breezy, right? Anyway, have a good day, everybody. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.
Vinnaren i dagens demotävling får reda på i Bit för bit nästa måndag, där även nya talanger visar upp sig.
Al, help us understand the differentiation between these game systems and the same games played on PCs. What are the relative advantages of playing a game on a game system?
Well, the important thing is that the game systems really are optimized. We've built the graphic chips to really work well with games in terms of moving objects quickly around on the screen, really increasing the resolution of what you can do, the mixing of colors, really putting them all together on a more optimized basis.
So you're throwing all the processing power into doing one particular task. All right, speaking of which, you've got a couple games up there on your Genesis machine, and I guess what our viewers are interested in is how this is really better than what they've seen before. So if you can sort of focus on that as you run through a couple of games.
Well, the first game I have here is Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, which was actually designed by Michael himself. The important thing was really trying to make his animation-like quality, cartoon-like quality in a video game, not small moving characters. Show you what we've been able to do, and really, first of all, it's a new genre of video game, dance video games, or music video come to life. We put the quarter in and we start off here in the video game.
Does 16-bit give you more detail, faster motion, better music, all of the above?
Yeah. And first of all, you have real digitized voices. Michael's here is trying to save these kids who've been kidnapped. Listen to one of the girls. There she says, Michael. It's an actual digitized voice in the game. Michael's moves. First of all, the characters are much, much bigger, much more highly detailed in terms of the types of things that you can go and do. Look at the backgrounds, very, very detailed.
And of course, you really do recognize the personality of it. If you didn't tell me who that was, I could recognize that's Michael Jackson.
It's not hard to tell that that's Michael, but all the fun things that you can go and do. One of the things that we've done in one of our commercials is really take Michael's videos and put Michael videos together with the game to show how realistic they are. Look at this guy here taunting Michael with the pool cue. You know he's bad and he's after him. You can't do that on an 8-bit system.
In terms of pricing, what's the console cost and what do the cartridges cost each?
The cartridges are $49.95 on average. The Genesis system here costs $189.95 for the game.
Come in, Colonel. Time to put that